You stand at the edge of the silent shore, yet you still look back at the boundless theater of time as if there were a script left for you to follow. Welcome to today's Explainer. We're diving straight into a grim, dark, gothic fable that explores some heavy Nietzschean philosophy. We're going to watch a soul begin its descent into the cyclical abyss, a terrifying suspension of meaning where literally every single purpose is destined to repeat indefinitely. To really grasp this, let's look at the agonized cry of our protagonist, the Wanderer, who says, "I am a ghost in a theater where the audience has long since departed." Imagine achieving the ultimate victory over death, right? But then realizing, as the Wanderer laments, that every hollow dawn is just a state of constant, agonizing beginning. The existence is no longer a journey. It's a Sisyphean treadmill. The script is gone, the audience left ages ago, and the play just endlessly loops. It's the crushing weight of eternal life, plunging the viewer into an absolute bankruptcy of spirit.
Section 1. The Fatal Misconception. Duration versus Value. We all kind of have this deeply ingrained greed to outlast the final stop, don't we? But it's a massive, fatal misunderstanding of time. Breaking the fourth wall here, the Reaper poses a chilling question. Tell me, Wanderer, do you finally grasp the bankruptcy of spirit that comes from possessing all of time while inheriting absolutely nothing? You see, the Wanderers sought Aeon, the bloated, endless duration of the gods. But in their greed, they completely discarded Telos, the final purpose that actually grants a story its dignity. When you possess all of time but inherit zero purpose, it leads to a terrifying suspension of meaning. It's like stretching a canvas so thin that the painting just entirely disappears.
Section 2. The cyclical abyss, the trap of eternity.
So what exactly happens when the sun rises on a state of constant beginning and never ever dares to mature into a conclusion? We call this the Hollow Dawn. It's a Sisyphean treadmill where the Wanderer is forced to watch the exact same empires crumble into the exact same dust, era after era. The Wanderer confesses, "I have become a perpetual stranger to rest, bound to a cycle of ceaseless, marching seasons that offer no growth, only the unrelenting stagnation of the void." This visually proves that eternity offers zero growth. It's a tragedy that literally becomes a mockery of itself. And that brings us to this absolutely crucial idea. Eternity is a solvent. The Reaper explains this perfectly to our weary soul, saying, by outlasting the final stop, you introduced a solvent into your world that bleaches the color from every joy and grief, leaving your grasp empty, even as your reach became infinite. Think about it. When an experience is destined to repeat infinitely, it just can't remain special anymore. The solvent of eternity bleaches away all its unique value. Because of this, we see the grim symptoms of a bankrupt spirit. You inherit the void. You become a perpetual stranger to rest. You bear the crushing weight of endless time, yet you have literally nothing left to gain. Ironically, when you have forever to do anything, there's absolutely no urgency to actually do something. Life just becomes a mockery of itself. Your actions are reduced to totally insignificant gestures, proving that duration is the absolute enemy of value. Section 3. Nihilistic indifference, the deafening silence. This is really the core of the curse. Nihilistic indifference is the crushing indifference of a universe that just does not care about your highest triumphs or your deepest sorrows. In this boundless theater of time, saving an entire civilization or igniting its absolute destruction mean exactly the same thing. The weight of infinity flattens every monumental choice until it possesses zero structural integrity, reducing your biggest moments to nothing more than a repetitive whisper in the deafening silence of eternity. And this indifference is driven by what we call the erosion of consequence. Think of an architectural arch, right? The keystone at the top gives the entire structure its integrity. In human life, our ending, the final stop, is that keystone. Remove it, and the structure of consequence completely collapses. The true price of victory over time is that every momentous achievement transforms into stagnant, ignoble rot. Meaning simply cannot exist within the infinite. Section 4. The mercy of the final stop. The true provider of value. We're slowing down now for a really poignant finale. Here, the Reaper delivers a profound truth that completely shatters the illusion of immortality. A kingdom is glorious precisely because its stones will one day fall, and a lover is precious only because their breath is a finite gift that can be lost. It's a powerful reminder that beauty is intrinsically tied to mortality. Mere length is a trick. Things are only precious because they can actually be lost. Death, therefore, is not a thief. It is the final brushstroke. It's the true provider of value that gives a life its structural integrity and dignity. A painting without edges is just a spill of colors on a floor. The wanderer, finally understanding this, falls to their knees and pleads, "Then I yield my finite gift and plead for the mercy of the final stop. Grant me the silence of eternity, and let the play finally reach its end." By accepting the grave, the bankrupt spirit finds the exact meaning that eternity had stolen. We spend our whole lives running from the clock, dreaming of forever. Yet, as we leave this silent shore behind today, we realize that a life without a conclusion isn't actually a life at all. It's a stagnant prison. So I'm going to leave you with this final haunting thought. Knowing that your mortality is the true, structural source of your life's dignity, how will you spend your finite gift before the silent shore calls for you? Thank you for exploring the depths of this dark fable with me in today's Explainer.